people, community. This is Mark from Westchester with my vinyl collection number 2. And what I'm going to do is go through my Beatle boots, and not boots, but bootlegs. Some people call them imports. What I'm going to do is show you those and some extras that I just didn't quite get to in my last video. And then I'm going to attempt to take this iPad I have and move it around and show you something else. But let's get the first things done first. Here are the remaining group things that I have. Group things, yes. This is the Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl, and the tickets are embossed on here. In fact, I could probably rip one off, but I would never do that. This is the inside of it, and this is the back, and you can see what's this released. I think it's 77 or something like that. And this is the record with my personal autographed inner sleeve by the guys. No, it's not true. Okay. Next, I happen to get 2 of the 3 sets of anthology records. I have the CDs, I have all the CDs, but I do not have the records. I mean, I do not have all the records. I don't have number 1. Number 1 didn't turn me on so much. But this does. And it's a beautiful package. Hope you can see. And the record itself, look like this. There you go. And I highly recommend it if you can find it. It ain't cheap. None of these are cheap. These are expensive, but they're well put together and they are very informative. And this is the 3rd one. Lots of information, lots of information. Okay. And what you're listening to now is George Harrison playing his part in Don't Let Me Down. And the record for this, well, it's the same thing actually. Okay, so another one that was released relatively recently, the Beatles' Love. I highly recommend it. Yee! You know, that's the booklet inside. The booklet just wanted to come out. I went to the first year performance of Love out in Las Vegas, and I can tell you it was worth the trip. I didn't dig Las Vegas, but I dug Love a lot. I could have seen it 3 or 4 times, and I'm not a person that gets freaked out about stuff too easily, and it was freaking me out, man. I could have seen 3 or 4 of the same performance, and they change it every year. Highly recommended. The sound on this is absolutely wonderful, and the quality is just as good as the others. Apple really puts together a nice piece of work. Here is what the record looks like. And wow, the sound in that theater, it was loud, but it didn't hurt your ears, and that's really something to say. Here is, oh yes, another one. I forgot about this one. This is the Beatles Live at the BBC Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1. I don't even know if Volume 1 is on record. Here you go. Oh, aren't they so handsome? And here's some more. And let's see what the actual record kind of looks like. Oh, check this out. I'm about to chuck Paul because he was being too pushy. There you go. These are all just very nice to have, and they sound wonderful. No complaints about these, really. And they should be sticking around for a number of years because they're very well, everything's sturdy. And you can put the records in really easily. Okay, so now to the bootlegs. This is called Nothing Is Real. First side of it is full of strawberry fields, and I think you could probably see all the other tunes on the second side. Nice compilation of stuff and great sound. Great sound. A lot of times bootlegs on vinyl are not good. This was really good. Very quiet sounding. Sounds as though it came from the master tapes. I have no idea. There's the record. Highly recommend it. I don't highly recommend all these that I have. Some are semi-highly recommended. Alright, the next one. Now this is not a bootleg. This is, yes it is a bootleg. What am I saying? This is a bootleg. This is the, introducing the Beatles on VJ Records, but it's really not VJ Records because it's a bootleg. You can even sort of tell that this label is on an angle. You know, it's like on a slope. Not a good sign. Also, the reason I can tell you that this is a boot is that I found out through my local record store, the Mad Platter in Westchester. John Harton of the Mad Platter said, "You see that big circle right there inside the label? That's a boot. If you have a smaller circle inside like that, that's the real thing." So, this ain't real, but hey, you know, that's okay. Nothing is real. Okay, now, the next one. 20x4, the Beatles 20x4. I got this in the 80s. This was my first or second boot on record that I bought. Has a lot of titles on it. I think the top title might be "Oh My Love." There's a version of that. It's on one of my boots here. That Lennon, I never heard it. It had background vocals on it. It was so nice. It was so nice. Never heard it anywhere else. I believe it's on this album, but the very top of this is cut off, as you can see. Yeah, boots are like that. Anyway, what did it look like? Well, looks like the White Album. But that is the record for 20x4. Sound quality is pretty darn good. Some of them are not good. Some of them are very good. So it's kind of in between, like a B-. Happy Michaelmas. This is put out by a record company called Album Globe from the Adirondack Group. And you can see what's on there. Basically, the only thing I really remember that's on this is the 10-minute long Christmas Time Is Here Again. They loop it over and over again, and it's just a little too much. It will make you loopy. Alright, so let's see what the album looks, the actual label looks like is that. And let's see now, what else we got is, okay, this is, next couple are from the Let It Be film. This is from the original soundtrack. And it's pretty good. It's not great. I mean, Let It Be, let's be honest, was a depressing kind of movie. Listen to the bootlegs from the outtakes and stuff from that. There's very few that are really cool. You know, there's a couple that are really great, like, oh geez, I can't think of it right now. This is the record. Anyway, okay, now to the next one. Sweet Apple Tracks. Yes. Here it is, Sweet Apple Tracks. And like this album, again, it's okay. It's not great. It's pretty damn good. It's banded. The other one was not banded. I don't mean band, you know what I mean, banded, like there's bands in the record. As opposed to a Band-Aid. This is the vinyl. Alright. Next we have, this is basically a little booty. The Silver Beatles, the complete Silver Beatles. It's not really the complete, come on now. And again, this is Audio Rarities, Audio Fidelity record label. I didn't tell you all the record labels that these are on, but I'm sorry, but I forgot. This is basically the Beatles Decca sessions, and that's our good friend Pete Best. And actually, I met Pete Best once. I met him at a Beatle convention. He was such a nice fellow. I went up to him, I said, "Can I shake the hand of a Beatle?" And he said, "Sure." We shook hands. We shook hands like that. And it was great. He was very nice. But he ain't no Ringo. Speaking of which, check this out. I'm going to just turn this up a little bit. Now that's a great sounding drum set. And this is 1969. This is the drums for Oh Darling. It's very, very good. It's just, listen to this feel. Now right here. Pretty nice. Ringo is the man. Okay, so next, the Beatles Historic Sessions. Now what this is by an album company called Phoenix, the Audio Fidelity. Oh, Audio Fidelity, same as the last one I just showed you. This was recorded in October 1962 in Hamburg, Germany, live at the Star Club, or not the Cavern, but one of those places in Germany, in Hamburg. And basically what this is the guy just took a tape recorder into one of the sessions, one of the sets, or 4 of the sets I should say, because there's 4 records on here. It's got a lot of stuff, and some early versions of I Saw Her Standing There, Twist and Shout, Mr. Moonlight. Let me just show you, and some ones that you would rather not hear. They're bantering with the Germans. It's pretty damn cool. It's good sound, you know, considering it was a tape recorder with a mono mic in a nightclub with a lot of crazy people. It's good. This is a different one. This is the Best of the Beatles. Yes, I believe this is out of Asia somewhere. I'm not sure. Hong Kong, something like that. On this very sturdy piece of paper, you can see that we have some sort of set list of all the albums. I don't know if you can see that. I actually haven't listened to this yet. There's just a lot of stuff to listen to. I have no idea what the sound is on this. I got this relatively recently. And there's the back of it. Isn't that great? Okay. Now, I'm going to attempt to take you through a bit of my house. I'm going to show you 2 things. Please bear with me. Do you see that? That's Ringo. This is the just get it like the Richard Avedon posters I have. There he is. There's Ringo. And as I walk across, there's George. And there's Paulie. I'm doing the best I can, ladies and gentlemen. It's like weird being a director on this thing. I'm trying to like lower it. There we go. And then we have John. Just to let you know, I have my man Frank Zappa there. But in any case, now I'm going to take you up through the house. La-di-da-di-da. Isn't this cool? Are you getting dizzy yet? All right. Now I'm up on the 2nd floor. And about 7 or 8 years ago, I decided to buy all Parlophone Japanese releases. And I got a good many of them, actually. These are up on, I'll show you the complete, just showing you what they look like. They're all up on about 8 feet in the air right now. And I'm underneath. And there's Revolver. Everything has got the OBI strip. And now we turn the corner. And there's a Yellow Submarine. Yes, the White Album. Let It Be. Again, I always put Let It Be before Abbey Road because it was recorded before Abbey Road. And I've also got the one album. It's a little faded from the sunlight. I didn't think that would happen. That's supposed to be red. And then we have Beatles' Yellow Submarine. And then finally, we have Let It Be Naked. And I've recorded all of these things on CD, so I have them. I'll step away just so you can sort of see what it all looks like. See, there they are. It's kind of neato. It's nice to wake up and walk down in the morning and see your Beatle albums up on the wall. Okay, well, that's going to do it for now. Thank you, everyone, for being there and sharing with me. And leave comments. Any kind of thoughts you have, check out other videos. I'm planning to go through my whole collection. We'll see if I get it. Bye-bye.